It occurred to me that subtitles can be sort of limiting when it comes to describing complex thoughts or experiences that I had during these trips, and so I want to try something different. I also think it's probably more dynamic to have something to hear and listen to, so I hope you enjoy something a little bit different from me this time. This was my first time in Paris, and I was really tired at this point in the trip to really take in everything I was seeing, so I think I was a little bit numb or detached, and I was just sort of seeing things without really processing them. But looking back at the footage, I can safely say that I really enjoyed Paris and would definitely love to go back. One of our first stops was the d'Orsay Museum, and I was really excited to go because I love the Impressionists, but funnily enough, they weren't what I enjoyed the most in this museum. I think the rooms were a bit too crowded to fully take in everything that was going on, but the lower floors had some really great exhibitions that became really memorable to me. They had a lot of these kind of 3D model sets, beautiful kind of architectural, a lot of paintings that were very meta-theatrical that I certainly enjoyed. One of my biggest revelations or like epiphanies during this trip was this singular day of light. We had really dreary weather because we had been in England and it was autumn, so it was overcast a lot. But this day, the sun was out for most of the day and it really affected the colors. I never really noticed. And seeing the city in its full color made me realize how soft and pastel and dreamlike it was. Granted, it's still fall and I'm not sure how it would be in summer. I can't imagine that it would be too pleasant, but this day was just gorgeous. I mean, you could see even just in the footage that the river was green in a very pleasant way. The trees were green, the sky was blue, everything was just so colorful, and I think watching it at that moment and seeing how much of a difference light made, it all made so much sense to me why the Impressionists painted the way that they do. I mean, really, looking at the footage and walking that day felt like I was walking inside an Impressionist painting. And it really made a lot of sense why they are so concerned with how light affects color and painting the same scenery with different light. It just made a lot of sense, and I really felt connected in that moment. On my last day in Paris, I went to the Louvre. Like the day before the heist, it was actually very insane timing, but I pretty much only went to see the Winged Victory. I've had this like obsession with this sculpture for at least over a year, and I was so excited to see it in real life. I also had to go and check in on Psyche and Eros, of course. Yeah, the museum was quite busy, so I was pretty glad to get out of there after I saw my top two things. And of course, before I left, I had to give one final goodbye to Nike. Just so iconic and beautiful. I was really mesmerized. I was truly in that room for most of my visit. I could not look away. I think visiting Bruges again after our first visit the night before was sort of an impulse decision. I can't remember if it was originally part of the plan, but I am so glad we went. It was beautiful at night, but during the day it just took on a truly storybook quality. I feel like people that live there may be sick of tourists, but I'm sorry to tell you, you just live in a beautiful place. By this point in the trip, I was pretty tired and I was not filming as much, so I want to take these last few minutes to tell you something of the things that we did that I didn't record. So we dropped by Ghent as well as Bruges, and it was beautiful. I did not film anything. I took a lot of pictures, but I was too tired to really be aware to film. I did not see the Ghent altarpiece though, and I think I really want to do that, so I'm definitely going to have to go back at some point. We also went to the Netherlands, and that is a little bit of what you'll see next. This clip right here is from the Netherlands. We went to Zaandam for the day. I didn't film anything in Amsterdam, but I have a video already from my trip there 2 years ago, and honestly that was a pretty self-defining trip. But this day in Zaandam was really gorgeous after the rain. It was raining for most of it, but we caught just this tiny bit of clearing in the afternoon, and it really made the colors pop, and it kind of turned the day around. It was really gorgeous after that. And with that little bit of sun, we ended our trip.